Hello, friends. Welcome to Nirmal Bang. I'm Piyush Jain, and today we are going to be doing a corporate conversation. The results of the company came back a week back, and we are talking about Jupiter Wagon Limited. And today, joining us on the show is Mr. Sanjeev Keshri, the CFO of the company. Sanjeev ji, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pius, and good afternoon to all the viewers.
And first of all, from all our viewers, from all of us, a very happy Dhanteras and happy Diwali to you and the Jupiter team.
Thanks, Pius. Happy Diwali to you and your team also.
So, Sanjay ji, I had a look at the numbers. The numbers actually were painting a very strong sort of picture. Revenue grew by more than 100% versus the last year in the September quarter. EBITDA grew by more than 100%. There was a margin expansion also, and the net profit actually grew by a whopping more than 200%. So, help us understand how you were able to achieve this strong growth. Number one, also, between this, what was the volume growth sort of percentage when you were talking about 111% revenue growth? How much was volume contribution and how much was pricing mix contribution?
Yeah. See, Pius, in all the front, the company is doing well. We have the different products like wagons and the load bodies for CV. We are manufacturing the containers. We are manufacturing and the crossings. So in all front, the our revenue has been contributed by all the fronts, and on a wagon side, the numbers has been increased. Uh, Around doubles in the numbers of the wagons and the CV business also we got a good numbers. It may be around 10 to 12% increase from the last quarter. On a EBITDA side, it is increased due to just mix of the products which we are offering. Our main focus is on the private wagons, so it has been contributed well on the order side also. If you see the order books, so around 75 to 80% is the on a private side. So in all front, we are doing good, and again the numbers and revenue increase due to the mix.
Yes, indeed. If we take a look at the wagons again, the volumes actually have shown good increase, and we have also seen commercial vehicle bodies. That volume actually has increased. On the braking side, also basically we are talking about almost 25% plus increase again in the JV. On the CMS crossing, sir, help us understand how that business has done well. Appears within the CMS crossing also there are a couple of elements, so how that is looking on the number side looks lower versus last year, but help us understand. Is there some sort of seasonality here?
See, no, there is a no seasonality. See, the our foundry capacity right now is the bottleneck, so which we are in the process to increase that capacity. In Bandel, we are increasing the our foundry capacity by 500 metric ton, and again in the Jabalpur, we are in process to install a new foundry capacity of 2,000 metric ton per month. It would be the capacity. Today, we increase our production in the wagons, and the most of the foundry capacity are using on the production of the for the wagons. That is the one of the reason that the CMS crossing which we are manufacturing, again this is the foundry item, that is the numbers is not getting increased. But by March, we hope that by March the 500 metric ton which is in the bundle which we are increasing the foundry capacity will be ready, and it will again from the next year, means Q1 in 24-25, you will see that there is a good numbers we will give in the CMS again. And in the CMS, the we are coming with the buildable crossings.
Hmm.
So this trial run is going on, and we have a good numbers of order also in the weldable crossings. So that will also get impacted in the Q1. So you will see in the Q1 24-25 all around in these crossings, we will give a good numbers.
Okay, sir. I have sort of two questions. I'll start with the we're the first on the capacity. Where are we right now on the capacity utilization across segments?
In the wagon capacity, I am not talking about the capacity. Capacity maybe suppose the 2000 numbers of wagon, but we concentrate on the what we are actually producing and supplying. So if you see the last year, the our wagon productions was around 400 numbers per month, which we ramped up
Mm-hmm.
right now to the 700. If you see our H1 results, so around 700 wagons we are manufacturing in a month. And with the this new foundry which I talk about in the Bendel plant, so our plan is to reach around 800 numbers of wagon in a month by March. And again with the new foundry in Jabalpur, which we expect that by end of the next calendar year, means December 2024, we will reach to 1000 numbers of wagons. In the CV, it is a consistent business, so we are doing
So,
good and expect
just
that
jumping
the
in between. So just jumping in between, did you say by December next year about 1,000 wagons per month sort of capability you will reach?
yes, when we get the our foundry capacity of 2000 megawatt, sorry, 2000 metric ton in Jabalpur, so we will reach the 1000 numbers of wagons production in a month by that. So our expectation is that by December 24 or the end of the calendar year of 2024, uh, we will achieve that.
Okay, sir. Over to you again. You were explaining other segment.
Yeah, and again, as I told that in the CMS Crossing, again with this new foundry, we will reach our target. We have already the order book of around 200 crores in the CMS Crossing for the buildable one, and that will get start supply in the Q1 next year. On the CV also, we are doing on a consistent basis, and there may be a growth would be around 10% on that business also. Container again, we have a good number of order book, and we expect that the production and the supply revenue that will give the revenue of around 150 crores next year.
Okay. And overall, everything is looking quite exciting. But overall, like, what was the blended utilization according to you? Capacity utilization.
See, it is around 80 to 85% capacity we are utilizing it.
Yeah, because I asked you because the numbers were stellar actually when we were looking at the return equity, return capital employed, stellar numbers. We're talking about almost 27% for the first half versus 23%, which was anyways good. But now actually you have jumped to 27%. That is welcome news for investors. Return equity again, super numbers again, 24% the numbers are. So that all actually is telling a very effective utilization story, and that's why I was asking you this question. But how much capex sir is going in FY 24, and how much capex is planned for FY 25? Given you are going to commission two major capacities.
See, we expect that around 150 crores would be in the 23-24, and around the same
Mhm.
amount in the 24-25, by around 300 crores or 350 odd crores is we are projected for the capex in next 2 years.
And both of these seem to be brownfield capex.
Yes, we have a good land bank, so it is a totally brownfield.
Perfect. Then asset turn should be higher. What's the current sir asset turnover for the company?
It's around 4 or 4.5 times.
Then would I be right to assume 150 this year, 150 next year? Would I be right to assume that perhaps we could be adding a 1,000 crore turnover maybe 12, 24 months later?
Yes, it should be.
Okay, this sounds quite exciting. Let's talk about, sir, the sort of story which is developing even better than this, and that is the order pipeline. How the tender pipeline looking to you, both on the crossing side, the braking side, also on the wagon side, which again is a huge story. Help us understand how's that.
Piyush, I lost because there are some disruption.
I'll
And
repeat, sir. No problem.
I'm not
On
getting
on
your
the
voice.
wagon, sir, how's the tender pipeline looking to you?
See the tenders of 20,000 numbers of wagons already out and expected middle of the November we are submitting that. So again, as we expect that around 42% would be we will get from that, and we expect that within end of this financial year, two more 10,000 and plus 10,000 numbers of wagons tender the Indian Railway will come with that. So again, we think that we have a capacity, we are expanding our capacity, and there is also a capacity available with us. So around between 30 to 40% of this that share we will get.
Okay, and what about the braking?
On a braking side, we already participated in the few of the tenders from the our JV company JWL Daco, and expect that around 200 numbers of the brake system order we will receive, and next year that will get executed.
Then what is the average revenue usually for the braking systems? Like if you're seeing 200, like how should we estimate the revenue size for that?
See, on a revenue side, it may be get converted next year around 150 to 200 crores.
Okay, understood. Understood. And given we are in election now, what's your own sense? Like you would have seen some of your business. So if you're going to election year, what usually happens from the perspective of order awarding activity or government spending activity? So what is your own belief? Are you going to see acceleration in order awarding activity now in the third quarter, or you have a feeling that perhaps it could slip towards the first half of next year?
See, on the order side, the tenders is already out, and we, as I told, we expect that within this financial year we will get two new tenders. We are expecting around 10,000 plus 10,000 numbers. And again, on a Jupiter wagon side, we have a good number of order books which will be going to execute in next 18 months. So perhaps this elections year, we don't find anything will be negative for us, and hope that the it will be a get a positive impact on the business.
Right, sir. One question I wanted to ask on the cost side, the working capital management has been excellent, like above par. How you have been able to actually manage to bring the inventory days down by a considerable amount, and how the receivables like have been managed. Please help us understand about the working capital.
See, on a working capital side is always be our working capital bit is around 85 to 90 days. On a inventory side, the our executions are see earlier last year we start ramping up our production to match the to with the orders. Now the ramp up has been done last quarter itself, and we are now focusing on the execution side. So that is one of the reason that inventory is now getting reduced. On a data cycle, the our data cycle is always between the 20 to 25 or 26 days. Say the railway is a good paymaster, and again we are working with the private, and as we always say that the on a orders when we receive the order, the our payment is just before dispatch. On a credit also we are reducing the credit cycle, so we are maintaining our working capital cycle between the 75 to 85 days.
Right, sir. One question about the exciting part of the market is fundraising. What's the plans around that? Perhaps when do you when are you looking actually to really launch and complete the QIP?
See, QIP is in aligned with the our capex plan, and we expect that within a few weeks we will going to launch that QIP.
Okay, so December quarter actually should see more action from you.
Yes, hopefully.
And the last question, sir, and that is on the electric vehicle side. I recall my last few conversations with Vivekji, where actually electric vehicle was something which perhaps FY calendar year 2024, perhaps that is where actually more excitement is going to come. But how is that progressing? What are the plans when perhaps we could see a sort of commercial launches?
The EV side is going as per the our plan. The vehicles is already gone for the certification with the government, and hopefully by end of this year we will get that. And as per the plan, the production will get start by January or February next year, and the commercial launch we can find anytime in the Q1.
Okay, so perhaps we'll keep an eye on that and on the developments, and also appears there is a robust order pipeline. So I think we'll keep an eye on how the sort of orders are coming by. But looks like an exciting story all across margins, profits, orders, capacities. Everything is firing up. And on that positive note, sir, I would like to thank you for coming on the show, and would like to extend all the wishes to you on this Diwali, and hope to actually get in touch with you again over the next event.
Thank you, Pius, and happy Diwali to all.
And with that, dear viewers, it's a wrap for now. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from Nirmal Bang.